Christmas in July, in June. But listen, it's the 22nd. Like, I'm a round-upper. It's almost July, right? Rachel says yes. I think it's soon enough. We love Christmas. We also love savings. Okay, so part of Jane's collection was to also bring this knit peplum jacket. This one is all done in this really beautiful polyester. So it's 97 polyester and spandex. So it almost has this, like, do you know that brand? Well, I'll just say it was like St. John Knits. I mean, it's like the most refined, like, knit suiting. That's what this reminds me of. Jane did it in a couple different colors. With the details, it should be $97, $96. We're at $47.99. This one is ivory, and you have those beautiful pearl buttons trimmed in gold. Here's ivory. We also have it in the black. And then take a look at that cherry red. Now, cherry red, out of all three of our choices, is our most limited. So if you do want to make sure you get your size in the cherry red, please don't hesitate. $47.99, put it in your cart, make sure you check out. It's not yours until you get that thank you for your order. Here's the black, and then that ivory as well. Let me know if you think it's better if you want to see that cherry red up for the details. I just know we're kind of limited in it. But it's this really beautiful notch collar design. You've got 3 buttons down the front, which then is where your peplum starts. It's not like a Judy Jetson crazy moment, but it does float over the hips beautifully. That's the great thing about the peplum, is that if you're someone like me, myself, like I carry a little bit more weight in my hips. So when you have something that just kind of graces over versus pulls across the hips, you automatically have a more balanced silhouette when you wear a peplum. So it's a really soft and gentle. It's not like overly ruffled. It's just gonna give you a little bit of that grace, almost like an A-line. And then you have a little bit of that shearing and ruching right along the shoulder, so it's gonna give you that nice definition. It's not like a shoulder pad, but it helps create that shape with some excellent princess seamings. And then right on the angle is that pocket. It almost like falls into, like it's an additional seam on the waistline. See how then it cuts again at that waist? It's so pretty. It's all fully lined. And then you do have the button closure. So you could wear it completely buttoned up. You know, and for some of us, if it's all buttoned up, this may actually also work as your blouse. You know, it is a knit peplum jacket, but you could put a little cami underneath, but you don't necessarily have to wear something underneath it. Like this could be the top, which I think is really pretty. Here's your ivory choice. It looks fantastic with the ivory skirt and has that really gorgeous, just kind of like old Hollywood glam. We also have it in the all black. All the buttons are gonna be the pearl and all of them are gonna have gold accents. And then this one is your cherry red. Order true to size with Studio Park. It's the same, like our amazing team that designed Studio Park also brings you Denim & Company, Susan Graver, the same quality. So the point is the same fit, but with only about 80 to go around in the red. You wanna make sure if it's in your cart, you check out. Look at the red with the black skirt and the red roses. I think that just looks fantastic. And then you're gonna have this really beautiful silhouette where you're creating shape at the waistline because of, again, the peplum on this jacket. But it's not so much. Do you remember years ago, okay, well, now that I think about it, it was probably like 20 years ago. The peplum came on the scene again, like, but it was very dramatic. You know what I mean? Like, it was very like, boop, it felt very Judy Jetson. This is how we bring the peplum in a way that we're like, okay, what we liked about that silhouette, if you see it here on our model here in just a second, you'll see like the softness it creates. Whether you're wearing it open or closed, it's really what just allows to give definition at the waistline while laying over your hips and thighs really nicely. I love this too. Look, with just a little black, like a little black pant. She has it worn open. Now she is in the extra small and Sarah's 5'11". So in that cherry red, which is one of our more limited colors, a 665, 331. Is it ever too early to listen to Christmas music? Maybe. But I do listen to Christmas music when we start our Christmas in July shows here on QVC, sometimes on the way to work to get me in the mood, right? I think it's only fitting. But I usually start in October. Rachel, when do you start?
Day after Thanksgiving.
Oh, very specific, the day after Thanksgiving. Some people wait till November 1st. Danny, our producer, she said November 1st. I wonder, Dom probably says, let me guess, December 20th is when he starts. No, I'm just kidding. He said right after Thanksgiving. He's like, no, come on. All right, Ooh, now that's a very divisive question. Danny wants to know, when do you put up your Christmas tree? My husband and I fight about it. I'll be honest. It becomes a very tense conversation because I have a different philosophy. I'll share in just a second. Here's the ivory, here's the black, and then the cherry red. So growing up, we would go cut down our Christmas tree the day after Thanksgiving. There was a local tree farm. My dad loved having a real tree. He would never have an artificial tree. He always loved a real tree. So we always did that that Friday. That was always the tradition. Like, you'd eat leftovers, you put up the Christmas tree, you'd watch It's a Wonderful Life, decorate, and drink eggnog, and it was fantastic. I like to get the Christmas tree up much earlier. Like, I would do it a week or two before Thanksgiving. Because when you work in retail, and if you work in retail, you get it. Once like holiday is, it's like full force. So I want to go home and have like the decorations already done. So that when I get home, it's like, because I find it then takes me like a whole week to decorate. There's boxes everywhere. I want to do it like beforehand. So sometimes I sneak the tree up, the upstairs tree, because now we do 2 trees. I sneak that one up and set it up, and my husband doesn't know yet. And then we cut down a real tree after Thanksgiving. So it's like the Hannah Montana of Christmas. Okay, here's the ivory. We also have it in the black, and we have your cherry red, A665331. Now, cherry red's the most popular. Don't forget, we also have Jane's Studio Park skirt at a really big markdown. So you've got 2 great pieces from Jane's Studio Park collection, A665331. It's gonna be your item number. All right.